Before you walk out of your front door today, someone may already be watching. Not in the dramatic way movies show it. No obvious stare. No suspicious figure lingering in plain sight. Just a quiet, calculated glance. A few seconds of silent observation. And in that moment, a decision is already being made about you. Criminals do not choose their targets randomly. That is one of the most dangerous myths most people carry. The truth, backed by criminal psychology research, is that offenders run a rapid mental assessment before they act. They are scanning for specific signals, specific behaviors. And the terrifying part? Most victims had no idea they were ever being evaluated. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how criminal targeting works. The 5 warning signs that silently mark someone as an easier opportunity, and what you can do right now to remove yourself from that list. If this kind of psychology content makes you think differently about the world, hit subscribe. New videos every week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Stay until the end, because sign number 3 is the one most people completely overlook, and it is the most exploited of all. The psychology of target selection: criminals think in terms of risk and reward. Before any crime takes place, the offender is calculating one simple equation: how much can I gain, and how likely am I to get caught? This is not theory. Research conducted directly with convicted offenders consistently shows that victims are selected based on perceived vulnerability, not random chance. Offenders look for situations that favor them: low risk, low resistance, low chance of being identified. This logic applies across theft, robbery, fraud, manipulation, and even digital crimes like phishing. The environment changes, the calculation does not. And here is what makes this powerful for you. If criminals are reading patterns, patterns can be changed. The signals you unknowingly send every day can be adjusted. Let us go through each one. Warning sign 1. Distraction. The first signal is distraction. Think about the last time you walked through a public space with your eyes on your phone, or sat somewhere with headphones in, mentally somewhere else entirely, or fumbled through your bag at an entrance with zero awareness of who was nearby. In those moments, you were broadcasting a signal, not intentionally, but clearly. A distracted person is less likely to notice suspicious behavior, less likely to react in time, less likely to accurately describe what happened afterward. Convicted offenders have confirmed this directly in research interviews. They looked for people absorbed in their phones, people not watching their belongings, people whose attention was elsewhere. The fix is not paranoia. It is developing situational awareness, a calm, baseline level of attention to your surroundings. Look up, walk with intention, make brief eye contact with your environment. Simply appearing aware is one of the most powerful deterrents that exists. Warning sign 2. Isolation. The second signal is isolation. Criminals prefer low-witness environments. Fewer people means fewer risks, no one to intervene, no one to identify them later, no one to call for help. Isolation does not only mean being physically alone. It means being in a parking structure late at night, being the last person in a building, being in an unfamiliar area where your body language already signals you do not belong. Offenders operating in public spaces often trail targets toward quieter areas before acting. They wait for the moment the crowd thins and the situation becomes private. If you ever notice someone adjusting their path to match yours, trust that instinct immediately. Change direction. Step into a populated space. Make yourself visible. The goal of an offender is always the absence of witnesses. Your goal should always be the opposite. Segment 4, warning sign 3, predictable routines. This is the signal most people completely underestimate. And in the age of social media, it has become more dangerous than ever. Predictability. Same route to work every morning, same schedule every evening. Social media that quietly tells the world exactly where you are, what you own, and when your home will be empty. Behavior so consistent that anyone paying attention could anticipate your next move before you make it. Predictable patterns remove the element of risk from criminal planning entirely. What feels like stable routine to you looks like a detailed blueprint to someone with the wrong intentions. Burglaries and robberies have been planned specifically around observed daily routines. Social media has been directly linked to targeted theft. People announcing travel, posting expensive items, checking into the same locations week after week. The adjustment does not require dramatic changes. Vary your routes when possible. Be deliberate about what your online presence reveals about your schedule and your home. Understand that small digital habits, location tags, regular check-ins, posting patterns, can build a profile that the wrong person is fully capable of reading. Unpredictability protects you. It introduces uncertainty into any attempt to monitor your movements. And uncertainty is exactly what a calculated offender works to eliminate before acting. Warning sign 4, visible displays of wealth. The fourth signal is the visibility of value. This is not about blaming anyone for what they own. It is about awareness. Specifically, what you are communicating in different environments, wearing expensive jewelry in unfamiliar high-risk areas, counting large amounts of cash openly, leaving valuables visible in a parked car, posting luxury purchases to a public social media profile. These behaviors increase what criminologists call perceived reward, the value an offender believes they stand to gain from targeting you. When the potential reward appears high, a criminal's risk-reward calculation shifts. You become more worthwhile as a target. The adjustment is simple. Be aware of what you are displaying and where. Keep valuables concealed in public spaces when possible. Think about what your social media communicates, about what you own. This is not about hiding your success. It is about being strategic with what you broadcast and in which context you broadcast it. Warning sign 5. Body language. The fifth signal operates entirely beneath conscious awareness for both you and anyone observing you. Body language. In a widely referenced criminal psychology study, convicted offenders were shown silent footage of pedestrians and asked to identify who they would target. The results were striking. Posture and movement alone communicated vulnerability without a single word. People with slouched posture, uncertain gait, and downward gaze were consistently selected as targets. People who moved with upright posture, purposeful stride, and a level alert gaze were far less likely to be chosen, even when all other variables were the same. Confident body language signals that a person is present, aware, and likely to notice anything unusual. It raises the perceived risk of approaching them. That signal alone, entirely nonverbal, changes how you register in the mind of someone with harmful intent. And confidence here is not a personality trait. It is a physical practice. Walk with your head up, move with purpose, keep your gaze level. These are not just social signals. In the context of personal safety, they are active protection. The combined pattern, these 5 signals rarely operate in isolation. What makes someone a highly attractive target is almost always a combination of several appearing at the same time. Distracted, alone, following a predictable routine, displaying visible wealth, moving with uncertain body language. When these stack together, they create what criminologists call the ideal opportunity. High reward, low risk, low resistance. Personal safety is not one single decision. It is a set of layered habits. Each small adjustment you make removes one layer of perceived vulnerability and shifts the calculation further in your favor. You cannot eliminate all risk, but you can consistently reduce the signals you send. And every signal reduced makes you a less compelling, less convenient target. Before the final thought, if this video has shifted how you think about personal safety, drop the word aware in the comments right now. It tells me this content is valuable to you and it helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you are not subscribed yet, do it now. Every week we go deeper into the psychology behind human behavior and the patterns most people are never taught to see. This is not about fear. It is about knowledge. Fear produces the exact behaviors that increase vulnerability. Distraction, uncertainty, disconnection. Real awareness is calm, deliberate, informed. It is the quiet confidence of someone who understands how the world works and has made simple, consistent choices to move through it more safely. The people who profile potential targets are counting on most people remaining unaware. They rely on routine. They rely on distraction. They rely on the assumption that no one will ever ask the questions this video has just walked you through. You have asked them now, and that changes everything. Stay aware, stay protected, and never stop growing.